We're celebrating the holiday of Sukkot. I would love to welcome you into my sukkah to sit down for a meal. Instead, why don't you welcome me into your sukkah with a nice Dvar Torah? So this Shabbat, as we celebrate the holiday of Sukkot, we're going to put aside the Arba Aminim, our Lulav, our Etrog, Hadas and Arava, are going to be set aside. And perhaps it's a good moment to reflect on what we're doing when we're holding them together. Our sages taught us that the Arba Minim represent a wide variety of ideas. Perhaps the nicest idea, which is reflective of the message of the entire holiday of Sukkot, is that the Arba Minim represent 4 different types of individuals. The Etrog, the perfect pre-Hadar, has wonderful fragrance, an amazing taste and flavor that represents those righteous people who not only have internal beauty, but also shine their beauty out to the world. The Lulav, part of the Tamar, Tzaddik Tamar Yifrach, stands tall, strong. It produces delicious fruit, but it doesn't have much fragrance. Those are the righteous people that are really wonderful when it comes to being righteous in their relationship with God, but they don't do much for reaching out. The Hadas, also important, has amazing fragrance, but very little taste at all. Also representative of those that are wonderful in reaching out to others. They're full of chesed, they care for other people. Perhaps they're not best about keeping the laws and following things as they should be. And the Arava representing those that have no flavor and no fragrance. As we know, many Jews that are far removed, that don't contribute most to society and don't contribute most to their relationship with God. Comes God and says to us, you have just went through the process of repentance. You just received full and absolute forgiveness as individuals and as a people. Well, now is the time to embrace everyone together. Hold everyone tightly. And when you stand in front of God and pray and celebrate in this holiday, hold them together. Curiously, Halacha says an interesting thing. If one holds the etrog in one hand and the 3 other minim in the other, and prays like this, one does not fulfill his obligation. Rather, the 4 minim have to be held tightly together, attached. And which min is right next to the etrog? The Arava. The Arava has to stand closely because it is the job of the righteous person not to stand amongst themselves, not to stick to other righteous people and protect his environment, but rather to seek out those that don't have taste and fragrance, to seek out those that are far removed, and stand closely to them and embrace them. Indeed, by the time the holiday is nearing to an end, we are going to say to those people that have been far removed, we have embraced you. You are part of the whole of the Jewish people. We will always hold you dear and near. But if you choose to stick to other wicked people because you don't want to be part of a whole, if you choose to continue on your ways in which you are driving yourself away from the Jewish people, you don't want to be embraced. On the final day of Hoshana Rabbah, representing the final day of judgment, we grab the Aravot together. All those that do not have fragrance, do not have any taste, and refuse to band together with the Jewish people. And we strike them down to the floor. We take them out of the fold in order to be able to stand together as a whole and united people. Indeed, every one of us is responsible to feel as a member of the people banded together. That's the true way to celebrate in front of God. The one holiday in which over and over again we are commanded, V'samachta b'chagecha v'hayita ach sameach. Let us be truly happy to be part of this great nation. Let us be happy that we have the opportunity to embrace one another and stand together.